Awesome day, awesome people, and welcome to another week of What's Your Story, where we share, empower, heal, and inspire. My name is Shanrika. I am your host for What's Your Story. We come to you every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Times could vary, but we're going to be here on Wednesdays always. But thank you all for joining us, whether you're here. Well, this will be a replay, so I can't say live a replay, but whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, hit them likes, comment, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. Show some love to the sponsors that I'm about to bless you with in just a moment. But I just want to say thank you because you could have been anywhere doing anything and you chose to spend some time or invest some time with us. And I hope you find it valuable. And if you do, like I said, like, share, comment, all of that great stuff. But thank you so much. Sponsors for What's Your Story. If you're looking for a tax preparer, you hadn't got your taxes completed yet, she does offer a free estimate. So be sure to hit her up. Her name is Stephanie. She's at Carolina's Best Financial LLC or Carolina's Best Financial. You can hit her up on Facebook at Carolina's Best Financial page, or you can email her, stephanie.carolinasbest@gmail.com. But again, she offers a free estimate. If you still need to get your taxes done because they got to be done. The people want the money, right? The people want their money, or you want your money one, right? So that's Carolina's Best Financial. Be sure to hit them up. And also, it's February, so a lot of things have gone down in February, right? So normally, February is considered the month of love, among other things. But, people have, interactions, right? And then normally about 9 months down the road, they have an event. So if you're looking for a doula, whether you're, pregnant now, whether you're going to, be pregnant in 2 weeks, or in a month, you're going to notice something didn't come see you. Check her out, Kay at Kindred Spirits Family Birth Partners. She does service the DMV area. She will travel, but she offers a free initial consultation. You can check her out. She has a Facebook page, Kindred Spirits Family Birth Partners. You can also check out the website at www.kindredbirth. And she has a special right now. And it's available until February the 22nd, I believe. But be sure to check out Kindred Spirits Family Birth Partners. And also another sponsor is the Kids Love Money book series. It is an awesome resource for children to learn financial literacy, one concept at a time. And you can check that out at kidslovemoney.shop. And also, new sponsors, Sip Something. Want to keep you hydrated and motivated. So it's basically cups, things of that nature. Whatever you sipping on, hey, stay hydrated and motivated. And check that out at sipsomething.company.site. And last but not least is Say Something, which is an online store where you can find the brand Gugoji. Get you a mug, get out and get it because it's time, or get you some apparel. But check that out at saysomething.company.site. But again, thank you guys for joining us. We do not take it lightly because you could have been anywhere doing anything, and I want to bring you value. So without further ado, we're going to get started, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break. So hold tight. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back. awesome people, and thank you again for joining us on What's Your Story, where we share, empower, heal, and inspire. I have another awesome guest for you as usual, and I'm not going to delay any further. I'm going to bring on this awesome queen. She actually has brought this brand to life. For me, and I'm forever grateful for that. But it's important to have somebody that you can go to and express what you need, and they can produce that, especially with your brand. But without further ado, let me bring on my awesome guest. Awesome day to you, beautiful lady. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you, and thank you for joining us and sharing your awesomeness with us. I do appreciate you. I know you're busy, so hey, we got to get it done. We get it done, right?
Right.
um
Yeah.
but again, I thank you so much. And I know, just to let you know a little bit about What's Your Story, is just basically you talking about who you are, what you do, dropping some gems. Um and I mean, that's it is what it is. So it's just to you telling your story, and sharing with the people your awesomeness. So I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm gonna give you the floor and let the people know what's your story to me.
Okay. Yeah, my name's Tomeki Jones. I was born and raised in Atlanta. Um, my dad's an artist, so I grew up playing with his paints and markers and stuff. And then he bought me a computer, one of those, like back in the late 80s, 90s, one of those big,
the,
when it was like
the
really
big, yeah.
right, one of the big computers. And so I fell in love with that. And I never knew that I would be able to merge both design and, technology to do what I do now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
going through life, college, a little college, didn't graduate, military, I was in the military, and then, got out and got a job. But about 10 years ago, I kind of had a life changing experience, and I'm thankful to still be here. It was a medical emergency. It
Thank
was
God.
be here, and it just let me know, hey, you need to fulfill your purpose or figure out what it is and start. Just get going with what you're supposed to do.
Right.
So um, now I started just kind of design. I started with my little brother, my younger
Mm-hmm.
brother. He likes to, he's in music and everything. So I started doing stuff for him. So that's Big Sis Media. I started. That's how Big Sis the name came about. Um,
Wow.
but yeah, I started helping others and everything. And with web design, um, just bringing whatever you want to life visually. You know.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, and thank you for your service. I do want to say that because I ain't even know you was in the military. So, thank you for your service.
Mm.
When you went to college, did you go to college for design, or
Right. No, I went
totally?
information. Yeah, computer information systems was because that was before the internet. That was back in the early '90s. I know I'm kind of giving away my age a little bit, but um, it was before the internet, so it wasn't even a thought for to be doing like the web design and everything. I thought I'd be working at IBM or something like that, just behind a computer, not even really dealing uh, so much with people. So yeah,
Yeah.
computer information systems, but that stuff was so technical, and I thought, whoa, maybe I'm not ready for this. So that's when I joined the military. It was still ended up in front of a computer in the military with my
Wow.
you know, either way. So that's destiny.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is, and it's interesting that and I guess also from the exposure, because a lot of times from exposure is where we gain, or where we realize that we like certain things or that we're good at certain things. Just like you said, your dad got you the computer, because I remember us having a big computer that took up half the desk,
Right.
the monitor, like you got to hold it like this. Being exposed to those things at and then realizing, okay, well, I like this, or I'm good at this. So,
Right.
you went into computer tech, IT, which I don't know a lot of women that's really in IT. And I think that's something that a lot of people should, get into, especially, us. I'll ticker around with it, but I don't want to be the person that you have to call and I have to walk you through stuff. you know. For me, it's like, let me figure it out. I'll figure it out, but don't, you know. So, but yeah.
Phone a
So
friend.
you, huh?
Phone a friend. You don't want to do that. Be the phone a friend.
Yeah, phone, exactly. Phone a friend. So that's me, you know. But going to now, okay, you started with your brother, creating things for him, and then you know you was like, okay, well, Big Sis Media, you know, the
Correct.
name came about, because I was definitely gonna ask you, how did that name, um, you know, where did it come from? Big Sis Media. Uh, what was I going to ask you? But also, I didn't know that you did everything that you do, as far as, you know, well, basically you're full service, you know, from web hosting.
Right.
Um, so how did you, yeah, I know you started doing it for other people, and I've, you know, saw your website. So you've done stuff for a lot of different, you know, prominent companies. Also, but like, how did you like get started in this business? Like officially, I guess you would say. Was it hard, or was it difficult, or how?
No, I mean, I'm for it's sorry, it's especially with the web design. You know, I'm pretty self-taught with that. I mean, I took design courses in college because after I got out of the military, I did go back to college. I didn't complete it, but I did go back. And
Mm-hmm.
I changed majors, you know, and so you know, I had to take some web design courses and everything, and I realized I like I like the process of, you know, web design, and with logo design, um, yeah, I'm self taught with that. Like I said, because I've been playing with my dad's paints since I was younger and everything. I just had to, you know, read books and figure out the process as far as you know, working with clients,
Mm-hmm.
everything. So a lot, it's so much there's so much software that has come out now that you know you can use to create, and I just like learning new things. So I just like to package all of that up and
Mm-hmm.
provide it to the customers, my clients.
Yeah. So, and did you, when you got started, did you like, you know, getting outside clients? Did you like, uh, how did that work? I guess you would say, for lack of a better word.
When I what getting clients?
Yeah.
Okay, well I joined a few organizations, and I can I say somebody else's name on it? I
If
can't.
you want to.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So I met Evan Jefferson. And
Okay.
yeah, and when I once I ran into Evan Jefferson, he tells the story better than me. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
he asked me, you know, how many clients do you want, you know, by the end of the year? And I told him five, and he was like, five? I get you five clients this week, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's how I got started, and we you know we bonded together, and we made some things happen with Black Billionaires Club, and
Hmm.
he helped me get a lot of clients. I'm very thankful for to Evan.
Yeah, he is a good dude, and he is the I guess you would say the creator, the owner of the Black Billionaires Club. So he
Right.
is on Facebook. Check him out. He's a good dude. Love the people. Always providing value for the people. But okay, so because you've helped me with, you know, my a store, my one of my e-commerce stores. You, like I said, you brought Gugoji to life for me. You still, you know, designing stuff for me. So what I do is I think of something and I'm like, okay, Tomeki, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm thinking in my mind, and I try my best to draw it out, because you know sometimes I'm not good at explaining. So then I send it to her, and then she's like, okay, well, you mean this? And it's like,
Right.
she in my head. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. People tell me that all the time, which
Yeah.
blows
So
me away. Yeah, yeah, but people tell me all the time. You know, I think I have a. It might be like a you know a gift that I have to pretty much, like I said, bring people's ideas to life visually.
Yeah, I mean, and it is because I mean, I've worked with other people and I've told them, like what I want, and it's not, and I don't get what I want, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But with you, I've not had, I've not experienced that. Every time I said, okay, with this, whatever, then you came with it, and we I don't think we ever really had to make any changes on anything because I think it's always been good. You know what I'm saying? Like all good the first time you do it. So,
Right.
for that, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to be, really going back and forth with people like sometimes, you know. But it's all a learning process, and I like to give people opportunities. But, I'm kind of stuck with you. Speaking of, you're changing, you're kind of pivoting your business. So where is Big Sis Media heading now?
Well, right now, as you know, we provide a lot of service as far as web design, logo design, uh, uh, flyers, all kind of stuff.
Production, you do video production also, right?
Mhm.
Audio.
Right, a lot of custom design, and we're gonna pivot a little bit and try and provide more products to help customers grow. And
Okay, so like courses, you're gonna do some like courses where you're teaching people to
some
do these things.
part of that, but in actual products like more digital products, um, like digital
I'm
software.
about to say, girl, you coming out with your own software. Okay.
You heard it here first. But
Oh, with the cats out the bag. But that's awesome though, girl. You listen. I'm not even I fool around a little bit. I do, I'm I guess you would say I'm basic with what I can do or what I feel comfortable doing anyway. But I mean, that's great. I mean, you coming out with, your own software because especially as us, we need to see us doing different things, in different arenas. Besides, entertainment, that's kind of like the main entertainment or hair care, personal services type thing. You know what I'm saying? We need to be doing other stuff because the world is evolving. The world is changing. Things are changing. Everything's leaning towards technology or what is that, STEM, which is still, includes technology.
right.
So, we got to get into the things that matters. Speaking, or yeah, we'll kind of talk about technology. What about, are you into NFTs? Have you designed any NFTs? Or are you thinking about doing any NFTs in the future?
Not maybe in the future, but no, I haven't started doing that right now.
You hadn't started with that.
It's,
Okay. Yeah. I can imagine you are busy. Because I showed utilize you. And I know that other people do as well because you out there now, especially if Evan put you out there, you out there. Um, so I know you're busy. But are you what about the blockchain technology? Have you looked into that at all to see how it may work with your business or how you may get into it?
well, yeah, we had started working on me and Evan. As a matter of fact, we're talking about adding because I mean it's gonna come
It
as far
is.
as the payment processes and making payments with crypto and stuff like that. So it's in the works down the
Yeah.
line, right?
Okay. So now we're so but right now, I know you're gonna pivot. So when do you plan to, I guess, totally pivot, or are you still gonna offer like services, individual services, or if you are, what services are you gonna offer?
Right, because it's so hard because I still love this,
Yeah.
that I love helping people, but this will help people too, but it won't be so. I think this will go faster. The price, the services, me offering products, you know, um, where people can text from their website. They can, get more leads for their clients or get more leads to come in so they can close more deals and stuff like that. All kind of different products like that.
Funnels and things, sales funnels. Is that okay? That would be great because I mean that's the thing. Actually, I just I'm just like I want one. I want to build one, but I hadn't got to that point yet because I want to understand it more. So that would be real helpful. Um,
I think it can help a lot of people. But yeah, with the design, I still want to do it, but yeah, I think it's time. To
Time to
start.
kind
Right.
of transition a little bit.
Yes.
Oh Lord, what am I do?
That's why I wish. I mean, maybe a light would come to me, and I could figure out a way to,
To
see.
kind of keep both things going. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the digital products, I mean, depending on what all you offer, you know, you may have a little more time to, take on some clients, or you may not, who knows, because, you coming out with a software, it can really take off. Because a lot, like I said, a lot of people now, because cryptocurrency, it is here, regardless, blockchain technology is here, NFTs are here. So a lot of things are turning towards technology. So your software, may get caught up in the rapture, of that, and just like, boom. Um,
Exactly.
because everybody is doing stuff online now, creating things online, more so than, just
Physical. Right.
physical, like like they used to. And even though like with your NFTs you can like link it to a physical product, but because I think who was that, Gap or somebody has done it, like you could buy the NFT and then you actually get a hoodie or some kind of shirt comes with it, or music or whatever. But yeah, so that's a great thing. Is it going to be like are you, well, you said, I know you said you're going to do videos. Are you doing like how-to videos
Exactly. Yes. When how-to videos for the products that I plan on.
that you're going to create?
Right.
Okay, so but not like how-to videos, like how to set up a website or how to.
I wanted to do those. There's so many out there. I guess. I mean, I wanted to do those also, but there's just so many out there. I wasn't sure if it was worth it to. Um, but I was gonna add some the stuff that I do now. It might be good to do. Add the products that I do now. That even if so, therefore, so if I don't provide those services, people will still have a place.
People will still know, yeah, they'll still know how they can do it themselves. I mean,
Right.
yeah, I think that's a great thing. But I mean, we can't, a lot of times we look at, oh, it's a lot of people doing this, a lot of people doing that. Sometimes it is, depending on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's just like in the grocery store. You got, how many different brands of bread and how many different brands of peanut butter and
Right.
jelly. So I mean, it's someone out there, I guess you would say there's an audience for whatever it is that we have, because some people can only hear what you say.
True.
you know some people only hear what I say.
Right.
They, so it's, I can't, that helps me keep in a perspective. Oh, I'll be like, oh, there's a lot of people doing this same thing or whatever. But
Right. That's good. That's a good point. If they'll listen to you, so
yeah, they may listen to me, may not listen to the next person.
true.
So okay, so you're doing what you do now. You're gonna pivot over. What can you tell people who are starting a brand, or maybe they want to rebrand, I guess you would say? What should they think about when they're going through this process?
I think they should think about identifying what they want the message to be, um, who they want to reach, and be specific about it. Because a lot of people like to say, "I sell to everyone," and you can't do that. Like we was just saying, we just organically talking about listening to a certain voice. So you want to reach that certain uh, audience, your audience, and you kind of like the first thing you need to do is do an avatar, which a profile,
Uh-huh.
and if you even like you like telling a story, give them a name, find out what their favorite TV show is, what's their occupation, and just direct the message towards that profile, that particular person. You can make two,
Mhm.
one or two, and direct your audience towards them, and then um, their favorite color, all kind of things like that. And so that's the first thing uh, I would tell people is to figure out who you talking to.
Right. Who you talking to? Okay, so they figure out who they talking to. Um, what should they do next? I mean, what about like the colors, or do you have? Um, I guess whenever, kind of like when creating your someone's logo, do you kind of say, okay, well, words work better for you, or visual, a picture or something works better? Do you come up with that final product, or they just say, I want the words to say this, or
Yeah, we go through and we discuss. We give people options with or without the text. Um, it depends on what the message is or what the brand is. I have a team, a remote team. I have that do logos and stuff. So, um, but we give you the option either way because you're gonna need that logo, an icon, just like you have the Nike. You see Nike sometimes with a check. Sometimes you know what the
some
Nike,
word, right?
right? So, and as far as colors, each color represents a different tone of feeling. Like blue is trust, and
Mm-hmm.
black is luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So that's how we have to kind of figure out who you're speaking to. That's why it goes back to who your audience is and what the message is, and then you want to kind of build your brand from the beginning, have a journey with your audience. You start out basically, introducing yourself and your brand,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's you kind of guiding them. It's like a relationship. You just don't come
Mm-hmm.
out and try to sell to people. You kind of start at the beginning with bringing awareness to your brand first and telling your story with your brand or the product brand,
Yeah.
in that way. It's a journey, but depending because you always get new customers too. So you start with them. It's a different, it's different levels, for depending on each your audience.
Okay. Okay. Well, you got any last words for people that may be interested, maybe thinking about going into graphic design, or that's in graphic design, or in that industry, I guess you would say, and maybe feeling discouraged, or
It is. Ask that again.
people that are maybe looking to get into graphic design, or maybe thought about it, but don't know if they want to go through with it, or even people that's already into that type of in that industry, but they're discouraged, or about not getting leads, or whatever the case may be.
Oh well, yeah, I would say like I said, join organizations and networking is important. Build relationships. Don't get discouraged though, because if that's what you want to do, you should definitely uh, go for it and just continue to learn every day. Learn something new every day,
Hmm.
and that's it.
Okay, well, I thank you so much for joining and sharing your awesomeness with us, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when you cut the people off. Lord, let a light come on in the mind, please. Because I find somebody I'm comfortable with. You do great work for me, so you know what I'm saying. I enjoy working with you. I can't say that. But this is her information at the bottom of the screen, y'all. So you can reach out to her. She's on Facebook, Instagram. She on Twitter. That's her website. Better catch her while you can catch her. Before she switch over and you have to do it on your own. Well, she might not make. I don't know. Hopefully she ain't. But but I appreciate you for joining and sharing again. Thank you so much. But I'm going to put you in the green room for a second, and I'll be right back with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. If I can get this thing to work. Okay, there we go. All right, awesome people. Thank you again for joining us for another week of What's Your Story, where we share, empower, heal, and inspire. I hope you enjoyed this week's show. Tomeki Jones was my guest. Big Sisters Media. You heard it here first, so be on the lookout for what's to come. I'm on the lookout for it, but I'm a little, it's a little bittersweet for me. But be sure to hit her up, follow her and see what's coming out next. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff to the Say Something page. Show some love. Thank you all again for joining us. I hope your week has been going awesomely. Hope it gets even more awesome for you. And we will see you next week on What's Your Story.